Rollick is an online marketplace that connects consumers to a network of hand-selected certified dealers to deliver the most transparent and upfront buying experience for side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, personal watercraft, golf carts, and RVs. All right, today we're going to test the 2019 Honda Pioneer 1000. This is a brand new camo edition. This comes with the windshield, we have the roof, and we have the winch on front. Probably the most three common accessories that people want to get with this unit. Today we're going to put it to the test as far as in the trails. We're going to do some work. We're building an actual deck. We're also going to be out in the trails and pulling some tree stumps and stuff out like that today. Pioneer is equipped with the double wishbone independent front suspension with dual A-arms with 10.6 inches of ground clearance. The tires are 27 by 9 by 12s, 6-ply up front with the steel wheel package. With the cargo bed up, you see another independent rear suspension, another 10 inches of ground clearance with, again, full independent rear suspension with double A-arms. The cargo bed has a hydraulic lift. It can be accessed by either side by the passenger or driver. 1,000 pounds of capacity. Very durable, very large for most side-by-sides. The Pioneer is a 1,000 cc liquid-cooled, fuel-injected, 4-stroke engine, longitudinally mounted beneath the frame rails, underneath the seats. What's different about the Pioneer versus most of the side-by-sides is actually two latches. So one on the right, there's a safety catch on there. One on the left, before you can access the actual bed. What I really like about the Pioneer is the width and the depth of the cargo bed. With 1,000 pounds, there's a lot of space to put gear on, so it's very impressive for most of these side-by-sides. Honda built the bed with a couple of sections for cup holders, also 4 good tie-downs so you can tie down your gear in the back. It has a full 2-inch receiver, so I took the one off my pickup truck and put it on here for towing. We're towing today. The Pioneer holds 7.9 gallons of fuel with a 1.7 gallon reserve tank. Easy to access on the passenger side of the side-by-side. It's easy to get in and out of. I love how they have the handle right inside. It's about 33 inches of clearance to sit in the seat. Does feel a little more upright than most side-by-sides. Plenty of room for 3 people to sit comfortably. 3 seat belts are located here. What I like about it is the paddle shifts. You know, Honda's always brought the paddle shifts in their automobiles, and I'm bringing it out to the side-by-sides. So it has a few modes. 2-wheel drive mode. There's a turf mode, so if your grass is really wet, you don't mess up your yard. There's also 4-wheel drive mode, and there's also 4-wheel drive with a diff lock. So it gives you the ability to go in some pretty good mud. The mode's easy to shift, very conveniently located. Park, reverse, neutral, high and low. There's also a full automatic transmission, manual transmission, and sport mode. There are 3 modes you can do, and we'll talk through it as we go through the trails. Underneath, there's a nice cigarette plug here, so to charge your phone or any devices. Here's the nice glove box. Glove box opens and closes. Put headlights in here, some koozies, anything you want to keep in here. All right, for the instrument cluster, again, all digital. Fuel gauge on the left, again, holds 7.9 gallons of fuel with a 1.7 reserve. There's a clock, 2 trip meters, high and low temperature, oil pressure, check engine light, also the ability to show 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, miles per hour, and the tachometer. What Honda really did a great job is the doors. Easy to access in and out. They open really, really wide, so you're comfortable to get out. It looks like you can only take off 4 bolts. You could take it totally off if you don't want them in and out of the farm. But again, the space, what they're giving you, how wide they are, how well they close, I'm anxious to see if they rattle on the trails. They seem really firm compared to most side-by-sides. The overall length of the Pioneer is about 116 inches long and about 63 inches in width. The wheelbase is about 80.2 inches with a turning radius of 13.8. All right, the Pioneer weighs around almost 1,700 pounds, basically dry without any equipment in there. The colors Honda's offering for the Pioneer is matte silver, red, black, or phantom camo. Camo one is my favorite. I'm glad we got a hold of this one. Looks like it's gonna hold a lot of the scratches. Looks really tough and mean in the yard. Alright, so towing the trailer was with ease. I had it in turf mode. When I went around the circle, you could see that it did not make any marks in the grass. Towing a trailer, which probably weighs about 1,500 pounds right now. The Pioneer tows up to 2,000 pounds. Alright, now we're on the road on the 2019 Honda Pioneer with electronic power steering, 1,000 cc's, cruising about 32 miles per hour. Getting ready to find the trail, going off-road. So we're on the trail now. Let's see what this thing can do on the trails. With independent front and rear suspension, hydraulic disc brakes. Steering's very good, very easy to move, plenty responsive. The engine's quiet. The bed does rattle. You hear a little bit of the bed rattling in the back. Doors feel comfortable. The ground clearance were good. The width's kind of wide for the trails. Right now we're on a pretty wide trail, but you can feel if you get a narrow trail, it's going to be kind of wide. Soft sugar sand. Handles very well. Plenty of power. All right, going uphill, hitting the whoops. 30 miles an hour, smooth. The power steering really makes a difference. So easy to steer. Feel really in control. See how we do up the hill in the soft sugar sand. Gas it. Yeah, plenty of power with the 1,000 cc engine. See the RPMs kick up. We're around about 38, 40 miles an hour right now. Let's test out the brakes. We'll lock them up. Plenty of brakes are great. Alright, so now we're a little more open, a little wider trails right here. I can feel the back end scroll around when I go over 40. Definitely with the whoops. You feel it. The wheelbase a little bit shorter than most, so you can feel that it's hard to get in between the bumps. So you need a little longer wheelbase for some of these whoops, more like the Talon has right now. I just shifted into sport mode. Sport mode here, and the thing is actually you can feel the RPMs raise up. I'm shifting to manual transmission and doing it on the sticks. Downshift and upshift, just down, up. Steering's very comfortable. Ergonomically, definitely made it with the steering wheel. Feels right. Your arms are bent, nice and comfortable. Definitely can ride a long way on this. The seats don't look comfortable, but they really are. I really support your back when you're going on these whoops. Top speed on the Pioneer 1000 is about 55 miles an hour. Plenty smooth. Very much in control. Alright, so we're in the trails. It's about 85 degrees out today. Nice sun. I do feel some heat coming up in the middle part of the seat. We've been riding for about an hour, so definitely with the engine mounted right below the driver and passenger seat, there's a lot of heat just coming through, causing it to be hot on my rear end. But the heat is definitely an issue for this, especially for being in the hot Florida sun, riding with days of 90 plus degrees. With the electronic power steering, I'm able to get through all the S turns, no problem at all. Come out, being able to accelerate up to 30 miles an hour with plenty of power and braking. You can see in these trails I'm actually operating with just one hand. No problem at all, just nice and easy of the steering wheel. Got to be careful for down trees and trees hanging in the path. Alright, with the Pioneers, 10 inches of travel in the front and rear suspension and the 12 inches of ground clearance, going through this is pretty simple. Slowly and surely just climb up nice and easy. In two-wheel drive, I can switch to four-wheel drive mode. Climbs it with ease. after several hours of riding today, we had a great experience. The Honda Pioneer Camo Edition EPS handled amazing. We did a lot of work in the beginning, so we were pulling out trees, moving stuff around the yard, and then we took it out in the trails, sand, hills, also headed out in some mud just to see how this thing can handle. At a top speed of 55 miles an hour, with independent front and rear suspension, the thing handled flawlessly. The reliability of Honda always comes out in the end. I was impressed with the way it handled. I was impressed with the way it steered. The EPS is very smooth and easy to use.